This is a great little gym flyer that we've been working on, and we've been modifying it over a period of time. It started out as lead feathers PBF design, and we tried to add some other improvements to it. One of the things that we found was that in changing the shape of it, it did help it. Originally the PBFs were square like this, and we managed to find it a little bit better by widening the tail end and narrowing the front end. It still incorporates a nice bump area behind the prop and so forth. It's built all out of 6mm EPP, and we did add one reinforcement rod. That's a 1x3mm reinforcement rod to stabilize this area. And of course, typical of the PBF design, we used a double layer in the front. Two of the aspects that we wanted to try with this, and the main reason for building it was, one theory is that so many of these, or all of the EPP flyers, fly, and it's true of all of the foam type, that they don't have an airfoil section, so therefore they actually fly on the bottom surface. I wanted to keep that bottom surface flat as possible. These things are always flying at an angle. That's how they work. They don't have an airfoil section. So therefore, I wanted to keep this air path as clear as possible to make it fly as efficiently as possible. Secondly, I wanted to add some vectoring into the elevons, and as you can see, we have a lot of vectoring action there, which makes this plane loop in, I won't say in its own length, but it will loop in about a 3-foot circle. So it's very active in the gym, and a very acrobatic flyer. It loops quickly, and naturally it'll roll quickly. With that much vectoring, it really works out pretty nice. What we did here was try to balance it laterally as well. We put the battery on one side, and we strung out all of the components on the other side in order to try to get a little bit of a balance. Very flexible, tough little flyer, very fast, a lot of power. We power it with 3-cell 360 batteries, and it really makes it jump. It's very lively, very powerful airplane. Oh, I'm sure you'll like the sound of that. A few things I wanted to point out about this airplane, something that's a little bit different about it. As you can see, the elevons, or the vectoring, create a problem for linking it up to the servos. So therefore, we had to add a point outside of the area where the vector would hit it. That has to be a little different. The landing gear is the silliest looking thing on the airplane, I guess, and it takes away from, maybe we could ask our audience out there to participate in developing a better looking landing gear for this thing. But I like landing gears on all my planes that I fly in the gym. This one, I'm just going to take it apart, built like so. And I just added a piece of tubing, 3mm by 2mm diameter tubing, and I can just replace these pieces of 1.5mm in the event that they break, but they haven't broken yet. Just stick it in the slot here, very gracefully. As you can see, I can't see. They just stick in a slot like so, and they give a piece of tubing on the back end. And there you have it. Nice flexible landing gear. Seems to work. A little ugly, but it works. And there you have it, a nice little gym flyer. Get some foam, go out and get one.